Alright guys, we're on episode 3 of Deus Ex already. Now I have a question for you guys before we start. So I did edit a lot of stuff out in these episodes and just do stuff without recording. Let me know if you like that format. Give me a comment, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Let me know what you think about it. If you like this sort of stuff, I'll do more games like this. If you don't like this sort of stuff, I won't do more games like this. Of course, I will play stuff like this regardless, and reviews and guides and things would appear on the site, but the stuff I do for the Let's Plays, it's more just kind of for fun, and, well, it's video games, so it's all for fun, but, it's more of a very casual kind of thing usually. So, as long as it's entertaining and amusing to whoever's watching it,
some news, JC.
Works for me.
The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Okay, so we're getting close to the leader. And we got some more skill points. Maybe we'll be able to upgrade our gun soon. Or upgrade our gun skill. Now the leader is a guy in a white shirt, so I don't want to shoot him in the head. This guy isn't wearing white, so he's fair game.
I got this.
So I think there's another guy up there with him. I kind of heard someone. I'm not exactly in great shape right now. I did sustain a little damage while exploring Liberty Island here. I almost said Liberty City, like this is Grand Theft Auto or something. You're not really supposed to kill people, but to be honest, I just don't like messing around with that trank gun a whole lot. I don't really know how it affects the game. Apparently it's really just like plot related or something, so I'm not too worried if I get yelled at for killing a few thugs, then whatever. But on the same token, I don't want to like ruin the game.
Sooner or later, they're just gonna find us.
Well, good night, buddy.
I got this.
Well, that didn't work. I was pretty sure I had a headshot there, but apparently not. Alright, so let's see. We're going to have to be really careful. I think that ladder is where we want to go. That's mostly just a guess. So there's something here. Oh, there's PS20s that I can only carry one of. Must be incredibly overpowered. Maybe I'll try using one. Do they kill people or just like knock them out? There's only one way to find out, and that's to use it. Yes. Very small. It's like a noisy cricket from Men in Black. Hopefully without the noisy part, because this is supposed to be a stealth weapon.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Okay, so, no headshots, I guess. There he is. And it looks like he's just totally willing to capitulate. So, that's good. Pick up this 40. I need something to celebrate.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Except send you back to the people in a body bag. That'd be a great answer. Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse. We'll do that one.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Whoa.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Okay, nice.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
Okay, so that is that for the mission. This is
I'll take it from here.
probably going to be a shorter video. Flares. Okay, that's nothing. I did play this on a different media player, and I did notice this is still kind of dark. So, I don't know. I have to see how it looks on YouTube and BitChute. Maybe I can find ways to brighten it up, but everything's turned up like to the max, so I don't know what I'm going to do. And yeah, so there's our boss.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Just keep a level head. You're doing well so far. Now get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office, level 2.
Alright, so I guess we go in here. We got some skill points. So I guess UNATCO is like a United Nations police force. That's at least what I'm thinking.
I was in your class at the academy. You probably don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember yours. Trophy cup. Rather odd stuff. I guess you maybe would have trophies.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
I guess level 2 goes down. Okay. Be nice if I knew where to go. Maybe here? UNATCO
Good work
secretary.
out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
Oh, haha. Call me Bionic Man. What's
You're
this?
going to make a mess.
FYI, your password is Night Killer. And your login is J
What's
Manderley.
the idea,
So we can
JC?
actually get into his stuff. Alright, so we got even more skill points. At least they're not hard to get.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do accept my apologies about the situation topside.
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the Ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Ana Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so soda's called Nuke.
The Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
So I guess we can go down another level. He has a urinal in his bathroom.
I've got work to do.
Candy bar. So J.C. Denton's boss eats
Come back when you've seen Carter and
candy
Reyes.
bars in the bathroom. That's nice to know. What does this do? Alright, so we'll find level 3. I have that nano key. See, I'm afraid to steal shit. Like, oh, well, they don't care. I guess I can just take whatever and I'll just be like, eh.
You're getting warm.
He kind of reminds me of Otakon from Metal Gear. Heal me. Oh, and did that cost me money? Oh, okay, that was free. What do we have over here? Nightingale Medical Bot. Okay, so that just tells you about the robots. More soda and crap over there. We gotta talk
Hey,
to this guy.
JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
Great. Have anything for me?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters, that you need a medbot for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunther are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on you.
Alright, well that's interesting.
You old kidder.
A book.
Years of training and you're still all thumbs.
Recent years, a swelling tide of international terrorism, coupled with enmity between states' wildly varying laws and an anachronistic devotion to arbitrary borders, has resulted in the decreasing effectiveness of local law enforcement. To resolve the problem, a neutral agency was required to enforce international law in an impartial manner around the world. NACO was formed with just such a mission in mind, an organization that could transcend national boundaries and provide security for all nations that subscribe to its charter. Founded with the principles of the United Nations as its cornerstone, UNACO is fair, just, protects the individual liberties of all citizens of the world. The criminal thrives on anonymity. Soon there will be no place to hide. Victory over terrorism is the prize for our vigilance. Oh, well, that's dystopian. Oh. I guess he didn't make it. You got a knife, though. What kind of knife is that? Oh, it's a throwing knife. That's low tech, though. Which I'm not really trained in, unfortunately. I guess that guy wasn't really trained to deal with them either. Oh, so there's Otakon Jr. is hanging out over there. Alright, Otakon Jr.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
I wonder, like, can they read his thoughts? I mean, it's one thing to have someone, like, transmitting into your brain. But, I don't know, for people to be able to, like, read your mind, that's a little creepy, right? I would actually, like, purposely think of, like, the most vulgar, disgusting things and come up with if that were the case. Just to be funny and piss people off. Probably wouldn't want to read my mind after a while. Okay, I think we found it.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
I don't know, a smart lockpick?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
Alright, so I think that's enough for today. We'll go visit Manderley or do whatever it is we have to do in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it wasn't action-packed, but we'll have more episodes coming up, hopefully with some more action. So thank you so much, guys, as always. And until next time, good luck and happy gaming.